So this is where it all started?
Yeah, basically. You know what I mean?
Take us back real quick, like how was it back then, man?
Oh, that was the shit, dog. You know what I mean? We was young motherfuckers, man. You know what I mean? We ain't know no better. We was doing the same shit my man was doing. Sitting on the corner, nigga, laying, waiting for that bread. That's what motherfuckers was doing out here back then. Just so happened, my boy, you know what I mean, he was doing this thing with that music shit. And we weren't even taking it so seriously. That shit was just more of a block thing with niggas like freestyling, battling, niggas to bring niggas down to battle big. They used to eat niggas alive, you know what I mean? But we never took it that serious. That shit was just more like a block thing. It ain't nothing to do out this motherfucker. It's hot, you can't hustle. We used to go sit on the block, son, to do his little 1-2 thing with his writing and shit. And next thing you know, son had a deal. And we was right there, you know what I mean? We was more niggas than anything, so the business shit ain't had nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? We've been down. If nigga ain't making it rap, we still been out here doing our thing, doing what we do. Just so happened he popped. He scooped those little niggas up, got us up out this shit, you know what I mean? Before a nigga really get deep in the game and get in some bullshit and get sent up to jail or get killed out here. Son grabbed us up, put us in the business. They've been on and popping for me since then. Nigga, I had a record deal when I was 15 years old. A lot of niggas can't say that, you know what I mean?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's how it was. I had a record deal 15 years old. I'm moving around. I left school, 9th grade. I'm out here around the world smoking ounces of weed, drinking a bunch of Cristal, fucking a bunch of bitches. Old bitches at that, 21, 22, 23 years old, you know what I mean? But we was around a bunch of old niggas all the time, you know what I mean? There was always older niggas around us. And I just how shit got invented, you know what I mean? We've been popping since then, man. Mafia album, we kept it going since then. So, you know, that's what it is. And we always come back out here, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, where you come from, don't never forget that. You know what I mean? You can never forget where you come from, no matter how big you get. You always come down here and fuck around with niggas, because there's still niggas out here in the struggle, so. Can't leave a nigga beat, you know what I mean?
How was it being so young, like, you know, like you say, y'all was on the block grinding. So how was it to be so young, to get snatched off the block and yo, y'all touring the world, man? How was that, man?
It's a blessing, dog. You know what I mean? Just to get away from this shit, man, because when we was growing up, man, we was young motherfuckers, and we was seeing it, you know what I mean? Right. We was in acting and all that shit, you know what I mean? Niggas will tell you, 14, 15 years old, niggas holding hammers. We was out there blazing hammers, we was out here beating niggas up, we was out here getting shot at, we was out here selling crack. Right. You know what I mean? Niggas out there doing that same old shit, and to be doing that shit is so young, it was like, man, you know, you look at the average nigga these days, man, nigga 14, 15 years old, man, for him to keep on doing that, nigga either dead or in jail. Right. So for me to really get up out that shit the way I got up out of it, I thought it was a blessing, you know what I mean? Because we was out there doing some positive shit. And the type of game we was in was a blessing to be in this music business, so you can still be you. You know what I mean? You can come in this game and have a felony. Right. You can come in this game with no diploma. You can still lead a shit millionaire, you know what I mean? You can still dress how you want to dress. You can smoke what you want to smoke, buy what you want to buy. Fuck as many bitches you want to fuck. It ain't like it's no advantage. It's the same thing as hustling. It's legal. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's legal. And just for me to get into it young, it was an advantage for me. I got a chance to do things so fast. You know what I mean? So I adapted to a lot of things real quick that made me a sharper nigga now. You know what I mean? I ain't got to sit here. Some niggas that spend their whole life to do what I did. Right. 14 or 15 years old. That's a motherfucking blessing, man. So I don't take that for granted. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that, man. But well, for my boy, nigga probably would still been out here fucked up. I might have been dead. I might have been in jail. Yeah, who knows? I might have had a couple of slug wounds. I ain't got none of that. I never got robbed, shot, stabbed. You know what I mean? By the grace of God, though, none of that shit never happened to me. But there's a lot of motherfuckers that's still stuck out here that got caught up in that shit. So. You know what I mean? It was something wonderful for me, man. You know what I mean? I'll never forget that, and I thank my man for that. You know what I mean? Just on some friendship shit. That shit wasn't even on music. I ain't know how to rap when Big got a deal. I used to write raps for me. You know what I mean? I ain't know how to rap. I ain't know nothing about this shit. I know how to listen to it. That's about it.
So when he
was creating it, he did all that shit for us.
When he approached you on it, like, you came in like, yo, see, man, I got this. You know what I'm saying? I got this.
He ain't even come at us, man. That was just some shit he done. Like, Big was a thinker, dog. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas don't know that. Duke was a thinker. We used to sit on this block. We could be out here hustling. He'd just zone out for an hour. Just like, yo, son, wake up. Wake up, nigga. And he like, yo, just putting the plan together. That mafia shit was something he thought about. We ain't had no intentions on rapping or know what it was about. He used to say our name on certain records. We go, yo, who you talking about? If we say Junior Mafia, he like, that's y'all, nigga. I was all son playing, so nobody had that shit mapped down in his mind how he wanted it to be. When he rap, it's gonna be his little niggas. He was like, yo, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be Biggie Smalls with Choice B.I.G. and I'm gonna have these bunch of little wild ass niggas with called Junior Mafia. Anything I point my finger at, niggas go attack. And that's how we was doing. You know what I mean? And he embraced that shit. He seen there was a bunch of young niggas that knew about loyalty, knew how to stick together as far as a family. He seen that shit in us 13, 14 years old. And He just sat there, he just swept us in the business, dog. And we all just kind of capitalized off it going through it ourselves. But we all was out here hustling. He know nigga had a mind state of getting money. We was out here doing that shit on the block. So he's like, once I let these niggas run a new game, they get to capitalize off this shit and monopolize off it. They're gonna get right. He just gonna lead us in that way, and that's what he did. You know what I mean?
Cause now you a businessman. Now you got your own businesses.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I did, but we got our own Mafia films, you know what I mean? I did the first Chronicles of Junior Mafia. I did that first one. I'm doing the Chronicles Part 2 now, but I'm going to court for the shit now. People trying to get injunctions on my shit right now and all that, so I go to court tomorrow, matter of fact, federal court, you know what I mean? Nigga don't stay out the building. I go to federal court tomorrow for that shit to get the injunction lifted so I can put it out, because everybody want to let me tell my story about this whole little bullshit ass case situation, so I wanted to get my story out there and let niggas know what really happened, you know what I mean? So I go to court for that shit, get that injunction lifted off, and it is already set and done, ready to go out. I already finished the shit. And we doing a Mafia mixtape with it, you know what I mean? It's called Get Back, getting at all the niggas that was talking all that tough shit out their mouth about niggas. I sat there, me and my comrades sat there and put something together. We might fuck up a lot of people's careers in a minute, but it is what it is. See us in the street. Niggas know our line of work. We need a bunch of papers. I never got book promotion, the Source promotion, all that magazine promotion. My promotion made the papers. Anytime we got in the summer, it's in the papers, clear as day. Niggas ain't afraid to bust some hammers, and we ain't afraid to scuffle with y'all niggas. For a nigga trying to do some business shit, it's like I learned from all that shit. That shit didn't get me nowhere. That shit got my man killed. Shit has in the whirlwind of bullshit that was uncalled for with the East Coast and West Coast shit. I learned from my experience, and I ain't trying to go that route. A lot of these young cats thinking that's the way to do it. Diss a motherfucker, come out and do something, and that shit can get serious, man. And a lot of niggas don't know about that, but I had that experience of watching niggas go from that shit, man. And I ain't trying to see it happen to nobody else, and I ain't trying to be a victim of it or make a nigga a victim of my bullshit. So I be trying to leave that shit alone, but you gotta address certain issues sometimes. At the end of the day, hip hop in the streets, man. The streets only gonna talk about what they hear, so I gotta let niggas hear my story.
How you feel about, like, cause that's what I wanted to ask you, like, yo, this whole thing has been like a one-sided thing. Like, you really ain't, you know, cats really ain't been seeing you, getting your side of it. How you feel like, you know, there's, you know, cats out here looking at you a certain way, but you ain't even get to tell your story.
I just feel like the niggas that took them shots at me like that, I feel like them niggas I don't even need to explain my story to. Because a real motherfucker or a nigga that's from jail, whatever type of nigga you are, you ain't supposed to put no assumptions on nothing until you see paperwork. I've been from the streets, I be around a lot of jail niggas, I be around a lot of real niggas that taught me how the game go. You know what I mean? Niggas tell you, man, I gotta see that black and white before I put a nigga in any route. Nobody did that. And any nigga that sat there and assumed something about what he heard, them niggas I ain't gotta explain myself to. A real motherfucker I know from the street go sit there and see me and go, yo son, there's a lot of bullshit out there, just let me see what I gotta see. They ain't even no talking about it. I ain't gotta explain nothing to them, they ain't gotta explain nothing to me, they just gotta see that black and white. Let them see my PSI, niggas see what I did, and the niggas leave it alone after that. You know what I mean? That's what real niggas do. A lot of real niggas do their shit out there, and I took it because I wasn't out there speaking my mind. But you know what? I was still out here. And you nigga that's a rat, can't come outside. I'm outside every day, doing what I do, regular shit.